Oh, there we go. We're on. Oh, look at that. We've even got a celebrity in the comments already. Now, you can see the comments, can you, Ross?
No.
No, because unlike other platforms that actually know what they're doing on this, I've taken Ross, who is literally just some random person that came into a fish shop, and like coerced him into doing a live stream with me. But John is a celebrity in the marine world, in the YouTube marine world. He's a celebrity. Never met the man, but if you're into the YouTube side of things and you're into the content side of things, everybody mentions John. Now, obviously, John is now part of our group. You would think John's got something better to do on 7 o'clock than watch us idiots. But just to fill you in, John, of the backstory of how all of this came to about. So, me sat in front of a fish tank, sat with a beer, just basically thought to myself, why not give YouTube a crack? And then obviously started doing a few stupid videos. Most of the time I've got a beer in my hand. Why would you not? And then it got to the point of everybody's doing live streams. Do I fancy doing a live stream? And obviously I then started doing a live stream, and the first person that actually took a little bit of interest in my live stream was Daryl, who isn't here today, but he's normally here. And then I coerced Daryl into coming onto a live stream. I think you might have been next, Ross.
Might have been, yeah. I think I was actually, yeah.
Yeah. So obviously the first bit, and then obviously Dave. I'm not quite sure how we got Dave involved. I think he just basically turned around and went, "Yeah, I'm stupid enough to be able to do it," and that's how it went. So we've got somebody in the chit chat that's meant to be here. Benjamin's chit chatting on the chit chat, but he's meant to be here chit chatting to us. How rude. John says, evening, Ross. He can't see the comments because we're not professional at this, but he says evening.
Yeah, I did notice on other platforms on their YouTube things, they have the comments scrolling.
That's when you get
on the screen.
So they do, Ross, and that's when you are watching it on the bottom, you click on it to be able to have the scrollingness. So you can either have the comments on or you don't have the comments on. Whereas, obviously, we need to get together and I'll teach you how to press the button so you can see the comments. Because it is available for you to see. But we've just not got that technical. But when they're scrolling, it means there's a lot of people chitter-chattering. But we're not that.
Yeah, but
we're not that professional.
What I did notice is they're all chitter-chatting between themselves. No one seems to be actually taking any notice of what's being the actual live stream.
Yeah, and obviously that's where the people in the background are having a bit of a knees up on their own. And the people that have actually, so there's a lot of people that do live streams that have got a script of what they want to talk about, and the way that they do it is there's always a topic that is at the end of. It's like waiting to get to the bloody point. And you sit there and watch it for 25 minutes, half an hour. Then they start talking about what it was that they bullshitted about to do a live stream. Now, we're not even that far. We're literally just making it up. We haven't got a clue what we're talking about to start with. No, exactly. No. You're not even sat in front of a fish tank. But a lot of other people on live stream sit in front of fish tanks.
No, well, My room's been commandeered by children watching rubbish on telly, so
All right, fair enough. Yes, John, I will teach him how to do it. I know how to do it, but obviously we only actually get to interact with each other on a live stream, because the other general times that me and Ross interact is for 10 minutes when he comes into the shop and we have a chat. But 9 times out of 10, there's always somebody else that needs your attention as well. And I'm getting frowned upon that I'm spending too much time with my so-called mates. But if it weren't for my so-called mates, then there wouldn't be a live stream, wouldn't there? Exactly. So you, Ross, today got an absolute bargain. What did you get from Half Cut Corals?
I don't know, a green thing
See,
and a slightly redder thing. And something else.
Right. So you got a green thing, which is a Roger Rampage frag, which was about that's it, which was about 50 pence. And then the red thing that you got was an Iron Man chalice, which was probably a little bit bigger than a £2 coin. And then what was the other thing? You took a Pocklapora as well.
Begin with a P, like a little tree thing.
Yeah, a little Pocklapora. So Roger Rampage, a Pocklapora, and an Iron Man chalice. And how much did you pay for them, Ross?
£5.
You didn't pay £5 for Lion Book.
30 quid.
30 quid, £10 a frag on a absolutely crazy
Black Friday deal
that was on. Let me just find out what platform it was on. It was on our new Facebook group. And our new Facebook group, what's it called again? It's called, just bear with.
Marine Tank UK, isn't it?
Is it?
Something
yes,
like that.
It is. It's called Marine Tank UK. So if you're on Marine Tank UK, then you get to interact with my stupidness more often. I mean, why would you not want to do that? But if I'm willing to give stupid deals away and give corals for a Roger Rampage for a tenner, I mean, really. How would you ever keep a shop in business doing corals like that for a tenner? You wouldn't.
No.
So Ross, are you available next week? Because even though you'd not sat in front of a fish tank, are you available to do like a recap of your fish tank tour?
Next week I can be sat in front of a fish tank, yeah.
Oh, right, fair enough. So no spoilers, people, no spoilers at all. But Ross the Diva has gone diva. Look, you can see it in his eyes. Have you gone diva?
I wouldn't say diva now.
Okay. Well, I think you've gone a bit diva-ish, but that's the good bit about it. That obviously when we talk about your tank tour next week, if we do a recap, it'll be, what is it, 6.5 months, 7 months, something like that?
Yeah, just a bit over 6 months in it.
Yeah. And would you say that a lot has changed over those 6 months?
Yeah, there's a fair bit's changed, I think. It's hard to tell when you look at it every day. It's hard to sort of notice the long-term change, isn't it? But I think if you look back to the original tank tour, yeah, I think it's changed quite a bit.
So do you actually think that being part of the Half Cut Corals little bubble has helped?
yeah, it's helped as far as support and knowledge and that kind of thing, and just
Who's giving you
yeah.
the knowledge? Where did you get that from?
One of the other guys.
All right.
No, yeah, I enjoy being in the group. It's just being part of the community, isn't it? Really.
Yeah. Ben says he gave you all the knowledge. I think Ben's full of shit, just like the rest of us. Yes, definitely. So we were meant to have somebody else on this evening as well, because we managed to fit him into his busy schedule, but he's probably watching us eating his tea, so he'd better hurry up and finish his tea and then get on here. So has anything in your fish tank changed for the last, when was the last time you were on? 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Is there any fish disasters or anything like that?
No. I'm seem to do all right with fish. They're quite happy. It's corals that I struggle with.
Have you killed any corals lately?
The only one that's kind of looking a bit miserable at the minute is the Christmas favia, which has been in there about 6 weeks, I would say. But it's not looking very happy now. It's sort of faded away a little bit.
Right.
But no, everything else is looking fine. All the torches are fine. The hammers are all right. There's a few zoas kind of popping up here and there. But yeah, it's maybe still early days for the likes of kind of SPS stuff, but we'll see.
So if you were to choose your favourite coral at the moment in your fish tank, obviously we've not seen your fish tank for a while now, but which is your favourite coral that you get the most satisfaction from as such?
Probably the torch I got from the show actually is looking quite nice. It was only real small when I got it, and it's blooming quite nicely.
Right. How much did that cost you? Was it a named one? I can't remember.
They didn't tell me a name. It's quite a dark stem with a light tip on it. But no, they didn't actually give me. They didn't name it as such. I think it was about 40 quid I paid for it.
Right. Well, that's it. I mean, the thing being, obviously, that if we're talking about and going back to the corals that came from the show, when we were all talking pre going to the show, I mean, how long's the show ago now? September, so we're 2 months down the line, and everybody in the car journey going down was, are we going to buy stuff that is literally been moved from one place to another place to another place, and then it's coming back to us? But it just shows that the corals that were at the show were actually not that bad, to be fair. And it gives me more confidence going forward to buy things from such an event.
I think if you choose wisely, yeah, you'll do all right from it. I mean, we all commented on some of the frags looked like they were literally cut that morning.
Yeah.
The plugs were, shiny white and everything like that, and then they're probably not the things to buy. Certainly not for my tank at the minute, with it being, still fairly immature. To stick, freshly cut things in there would probably be, a waste of time. But yeah, if you're kind of a little bit wise on what you're doing, you can pick some bargains up, I would have thought.
Yeah. And that's it. All the stuff that, I mean, the mushrooms that I bought are doing really well. I can't remember whether it was just that I bought. I think it was just that I bought, to be fair.
I think it was, yeah. I got a little red mushroom as well, and that was just a tiny little pinky finger nail kind of size, and it's probably about a 50p now. So in a couple of months, it's grown quite well.
Right.
And that's quite a deep kind of red colour.
Yeah. I'm actually in the market for some more corals, to be fair. because I've just not got enough. I need to have more. It's got to have more. Got to have more. And it's Christmas coming soon. Are you going to treat yourself for like a little Christmas gift that accidentally Santa leaves you underneath the tree from an anonymous person?
Potentially, depends. Everything takes my fancy, really. I suppose. I've been talking about a Gonipora for a while. It's getting one at the right price, really.
Yeah, at the right price that's showing all of its goodness.
That's right. Yeah.
But that's it. There are Goniporas out there that I mean I struggle with Goniporas. It's quite a tricky coral, but I did actually see a little bit from the guy that's in America that was talking about Goniporas the other day. But he was saying that it's an LPS coral, which I wasn't.
I would have assumed that it was that, but I'm not necessarily that knowledgeable about these things.
Yeah, no, John. Sorry, I've just paused, Ross, because I'm interacting with the chitter chatter that you can't see. John just said that the so-called experts, and I'm going to interpret that as rival YouTube channels. They struggle with Goniporas. It is quite a tricky coral to have, but there's a lot of people out there that put Goniporas in the tank, and then it's basically they've got the holy grail of this is how you keep it alive, and this is what you do, and this is what you do. And believe you me, I've done all of it, and they still die for some reason. Even though I've had tanks with different parameters and different bits and bobs, and feeding manganese and all the different bits and bobs that you do, heavy water changes, and I still can't get them. The last 3 that I've bought have all whittled away eventually. So it's just one of them things that I will crack it, because it's got to be a coral that is so rewarding. And you do see a lot of people on like YouTube or Instagram and things like that show off like big Gonipora tanks and things like that. But I run 4 or 5 different systems that all act differently, and there's only me that's in charge of them. So it's not as if I'm doing something on a Monday and then thinking, I'm not going to do that on a Tuesday and do something completely different. I mean, I know I might be a bit tapped in the head, but I'm not that tapped in the head. But getting on to like Instagram profiles and things like that, the little bit of conversation that we had today, are you setting up a new Instagram profile?
Well, you told me I had to.
Yes, because you're famous now, Ross.
I haven't done yet, but
get on with it. Come on. You're famous.
I'll think about it.
Yeah, and then what you can do is you can tag all your friends in. That I've so at the moment, obviously we're now talking famousness. So when I go onto my Instagram profile, and I've been on your Instagram profile, and you've got more Instagram followers than me, so I'm a bit like, yeah. There's one person, so I've got 44 followers on Instagram, Half Cut Corals, if you didn't get the clue. But the backwards and forwards of you heart this and I'll heart that, and you heart this and I'll heart that, it's just you look at stuff and you heart it, but nobody clicks on follow anymore. But you have to have a certain amount of followers before then you can monetize it. And nobody follows anymore. They just scroll past. They watch the content and like it and heart it, but don't follow.
So how do you get people to follow?
Well, there's a lot of profiles out there that say if they've got 2,000 followers, they're following 4,000 followers. So it's kind of, I'll follow you if you'll follow me. So yeah, there's a lot of that going around. But all I would do, which I'm doing right now, is tell people go on Instagram and start following me, peoples. See, job done. Did you watch my last video? The one that I did on Tuesday. Was it Tuesday? Did I do it on Tuesday? I think I did it on Tuesday. That I've closed down the little white tank. It's gone.
The one that was behind you?
The one that was there. The one that I spent weeks and weeks and weeks building up as a big thing, and then moved it from this side to that side, and then spent 4 or 5 weeks in there. And then now it's all closed down.
Why?
Because then I can set it all back up again and do exactly the same process.
Obviously.
I mean, how many people on Coronation Street have done this or done that, and it's just the same script over and over and over. You've got to keep the entertainment value going. Have you seen I've got a copper band? Have you been watching? Where's she gone? Come on. Chop, chop.
You did have a copper band.
Yeah. No, she's in there. She's in there. So we've moved all of the fish out of the system. Derek's in here, because obviously Derek was in there, but he's now in here. And I've introduced a copper band, and it's the only fish in this system. And I brought it home last Friday, and it's feeding on frozen food already. So I'm on a winner.
Did you get it for a reason, or just because you wanted one?
So I got it for the reason of it's one of the, in my opinion, one of the sexiest fish in this hobby. The copper band, powder blue tang, pair of mandarins, they're my go-to fish. That's really, I'd be happy just to have all of those. But obviously you need to have the copper band to get it established before you put the powder blue in, because as long as the copper band's an aggressive feeder, then in theory you would be able to put extra things in. So yeah, let's just see. So what else has been going on, Ross? Anything good? Oh, where did you go? Where did you go the other week? Last week?
I went to Iceland.
Ooh. To just have a jolly. Have you been before?
No, never been before. It's something that we'd fancy doing, and got together with our son and his girlfriend and decided to go for a few nights.
So would you go again?
Oh, definitely, yeah. Yeah, it was really good.
What was the best bit about it?
Just different to the norm. You know what I mean? Normally you would go on holiday to a warm country or something, wouldn't you? But this is obviously the opposite. Just to see a different culture and see things you've never seen before, basically.
John says it's very expensive there. Was it expensive?
Fucking expensive.
in regards to
everything. The food was expensive, the beer was expensive, just everything was expensive. But we were prepared. We knew it was expensive. And I went with a budget, and I went a little bit over, but not a lot. But yeah, it is. I mean, I could have spent a few more days there to do more things, but financially, three nights was enough.
Right, fair enough.
Yeah. I mean, it's city prices, maybe a little smidge more, maybe, but it's. I mean, the first round we bought was 2 pints of Viking lager and a couple of girl drinks, and it was 45 quid.
Why were you drinking girl drinks?
I wasn't drinking the girl drinks. The girls were drinking the girl drinks.
Yeah, whatever, whatever.
But yeah, so I mean, that sounds an awful lot of money, but it is kind of city prices, like like 8 or 9 quid a pint, isn't it?
Right, fair enough. Well, Doncaster's a city now, and I've not been to Doncaster drinking for ages. I think we need a boys' night out, or like we've said this before, that we need to have like a group going out and just drink until I make you all puke.
A corporate Christmas do?
No, that's technically not right. Because 9 times out of 10, when you go to like a corporate Christmas do, there's always like a free beer voucher.
Yeah, the corporation pays.
You're not getting a free beer voucher. Not a chance. Not a chance at all. But no. And I always get up to stupid. Well, I always used to get up to stupid things. I've not had a proper Christmas do for 17 years. I've been self-employed for 17 years now and not had like going with the work to have like a Christmas do type thing. And I did actually think about it a couple of weeks ago and thought that a very good and quite easy destination just to basically pop in, because obviously everybody pops in and just has one beer just to say hello and then buggers off. And then I thought to myself, well, the pub that's just across the road on the Circle, why don't we all, like, on a Friday night, instead of doing like a live stream on a Friday night or any particular other night, just nip in for one beer and like have a chit chat. Then you get to meet all the people that I meet. But then the first time I went in there,
Which pub were we talking about? The one on Baker Circle?
Well, you've just mentioned the roundabout. We're not going to name drop any particular pub,
but the one that's there.
But the one that's there, because if I name drop that pub live and slag it off over the internet, then I'm going to get lynched. But
because they're a bit weird, and you're not allowed your phone out and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, really,
what's that all about?
Walked into the pub on my own, went in, and I was like, "What have we got?" Well, there's a bitter, and there's 3 different lagers. There's a strong one, a medium one, and like a weaker one. And I was like, I'll go for the medium one and see, middle of the road, see what happens. And then I got my beer, which actually wasn't that expensive, to be fair. And then went and sat down on the table. And as you do, I went, who's been following me? Who's been liking me so far on my Instagrams, on my Facebooks and stuff like that? Because that's all I'm interested in. And then the lady from the bar came over and went, "You're not allowed on your phone." What? So, yeah, that's it. Not allowed on your phone. And it was one of the things that I didn't expect, but there's probably a reason why it's only just opened up again. How do you keep the modern generation off the phone? I mean, how do you keep the modern generation? I mean, I'm looking at the modern generation right now, and it looks as though he hasn't had a shave for like a million years. I mean, I'm a bit of a roughy dog at the minute, but let's
I'm trying to look like a Viking.
Let's have a look at this one. Look at that!
Hey.
Oh,
it's winter. You got to keep your chin warm, haven't you?
give up! It's not that cold.
I work in an office. That's lovely and warm. Anything outside, it's been Baltic.
Oh, right. So you've actually come at a very good interval at the moment, because while I'm going for a beer,
right, yeah.
You two can chatter for a minute.
Well, all I've just heard is about Ross's holiday.
Yes,
right?
Because it's called filling time until people finish the tea.
No, it's having tea. That's priority.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Shocking.
So we're going we're going live. Oh, oh. We've just had a bailer. He's gone to a rival network. I know. Let's get rid of him. Let's get rid of his comments. I mean, really. How dare he? No, I'll not delete it. I actually quite like the other channel, to be fair.
I thought Dave was supposed to be doing all that.
What?
What, deleting people's messages?
Yeah.
No,
I'm
not
not
deleting.
messaging.
Hmm.
I'm not a very good admin.
No. Right. Say hello. You've not seen each other for weeks.
Hello, Ross.
Hello, Dave.
How's that par meter going, mate? I forgot you had it, to be fair.
Yeah, well, I was going to say to you, I've still got it.
Can I borrow a bar meter?
No.
You next.
I need it.
Right, just drop it in the shop, Ross. It'll be fine.
Yeah, okay, we'll do.
Should start charging for this shit.
You can now. I've used it.
Yeah, now you've done the test, mate. You'll be all right, won't you? Yeah, Lee's commercial, so I need to charge him.
Extra.
Yeah, commercial tax.
How's the old frag tank going?
Yes, yeah. There's nothing growing with any vengeance, but it's surviving. We're battling heat at the minute. Well, the cold spell.
Okay.
Condensation, all the lovely things cold weather brings.
Right.
Not ideal, but
I when I've met you, I've never not seen your setup. Are you in a conservatory or a shed or something? Or
it's in a brick outbuilding, but I've insulated it.
right.
I insulate the door. It's only a timber door that's separating the outside to the frag room. So
That's where it's drawing its cold from.
I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
There's a bit of a draft from under it in there. Probably a bit through the window. So it's on the to-do list. It's never ended. So yeah.
How's the house tank? Or have we been neglecting that a little bit?
Yeah, been neglecting that still. Yeah, I've just been
Okay.
flat with other shit. It's. I think it'll be Christmas before I get to touch that. To be honest, it's not happening.
Right, fair enough.
It might be a reset. It might be a good time for a reset.
Like a reset and chop it all up, or
Yeah. Have a bit of a rescape and what have you. And
Good job. You got a frag tank to put it in.
yeah.
So the all the corals that's in the coral tray, they're all still alive, yeah?
Yeah, there's. What have I got? A couple of the Cyphastrias have bleached, but they're still there. The green one's fine. The blue ones, me and blue Cyphastria don't go well together.
Yeah, I told you it's one of the more tricky ones to keep.
Yeah, not
Was
for
it the
me.
green one that I got off you, Lee, a bit ago, a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah.
There was, what was that with the yellow polyps? Was it brown and yellow?
Polyps or the Christmas tree favia.
Not the Christmas tree favia. No, not the green, red, and brown, whatever it is. Can't remember. It was a plaque of plating coral.
A Montipora, I believe.
That was it. That's loving it. That's lovely in yellow now.
Yes. So one of the easier corals to grow, but every time it's in the shop, I can't get it to colour up properly in the shop. But it's one of the first ones.
Quite low light, but from my where it is in my system. Don't know.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have thought that, but The Christmas tree's fine. What else is there? The zoas aren't there. They do well to kill them.
Yep.
What else was there? That one that you said wouldn't. There was another one that wouldn't colour up. I can't remember what it was. Like, well, that was a brown one, wasn't it? Or good brown and gold.
I can't actually remember what I brought you, to be fair.
That's probably the one that's done the worst. I think that's bin food. That one.
Right, fair enough. So we're just concentrating on Green Star Polyp in your system, are we?
No, I'm not putting that shit in.
Bit of Pulsing Xenia.
No, absolutely not.
Yes. So are we planning within the next couple of weeks to be able to insulate the door, or?
Oh yeah, before it goes really permanently cold.
Yeah.
It needs doing.
Well, that's it. I mean, overnight, this is going down to 22 and a bit overnight.
What, the tank or the room?
The air temperature.
Right.
So if you get the air temperature to stay potentially quite high,
Yeah.
then it's not evaporating that much into the, because there's only 2 degrees evaporation. I mean, these tanks are running at 24.5. So 2 degrees is not that much of a problem.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep the room at similar temperatures. To be fair, I've put a oil radiator in because the first cold night, it went down to 16 air temp, and the tank was like at 22.5. I'm like, well, that's a bit fresh.
Right, so it's not even keeping the water that warm.
Not when it's not at the minute, no. But with the radiator on, it's fine.
Yeah.
I can get the water to 20, 26 and keep it at 25.5.
Yeah.
So, that's all.
So obviously we're now in the like sort of second phase of half cut corals, of making it up as we go along, but now like recapping. So can I schedule you in for a recap of, it doesn't really matter, as a recap of whichever tank, because the whole point of the half cut corals bit is that we all have lives and we all have different things that go on, and if you've left a tank that's sort of been neglected as such, then people need to be able to see that as well, do they not?
Yeah, it's not all sweet, is it? There's failures in the hobby, so yeah, let's go with that.
And obviously all the gear that you've got running the 2 foot cube, does it make that much of a difference if you don't interact with the tank? Because
no, absolutely not. It's
right,
only if
so
we want to put time and effort into it.
yeah. So we do seem to like have a bit of a recap schedule that Ross is going to do next week as a tank recap. Have you seen Ross and what he's done?
He's put some bullshit around the tank, haven't you? Like,
On my big reveal,
you've been spending money on them 3D printed pictures, haven't you?
yeah, but they're not from that woman at the show. I found them cheaper somewhere else.
Fair enough.
What I do?
Yes. So yeah, the big reveal next week of all of the randomness that Ross has put round his tank. And I knew he was a diva to start with, but I wasn't expecting that much of a diva-ness.
Hey, if that's what he wants to do.
Exactly. He's
Well, but
embraced
the sort of the reason for it is you're not always doing something with your tank. You can't constantly be putting corals in and fishing and stuff like that.
No.
For a good proportion of the time, you're doing nothing to it, aren't you? You're just looking at it.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to kind of brighten up that corner of my room and stuff like that. So, you know, I thought I'd do a bit something around it.
When you put in some plants around it and what have you, you know, it's
Mangroves.
lights and trailing it into
I-
the top.
I like the idea of the mangroves and that, but I think the better in a kind of in a tank like yours, Dave, a shallow tank. Mine's a bit too deep to put them in, I think.
Have to get that green star polyp to grow a bit faster up the side of the tank. You can blend it in then.
Yeah,
He's moved the green stuff off, haven't you? It's not.
yeah.
on the-
It was stuck to the glass for a while, and I took it off and moved it.
It shows how much I'd take note then, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, in all fairness, everybody's been a little bit quiet, and doing all sorts of different bits and bobs, and I've missed you all, because obviously there was a couple of weeks ago that I did a live stream on my own. And obviously, we're missing Daryl. Ben's been in the chitter chat, but he's not here. So we've not actually been all 5 of us together on a live stream. And then we're meant to have somebody else that is going to do a tank tour. That's whether it is or whether it isn't. But going forward, obviously, the refresh and the starting moving forward, we can then recap all the stuff that we've done for the last 6 months and make it all brand spanking new. Because nothing changes in this hobby. It's the same thing. And the stuff that we're talking about is nothing different to what they were talking about on a live stream 9 years ago.
Mm.
So
Yeah, I suppose things that change is kind of upgrading your equipment and things like that, but it all does the same thing, doesn't it?
yeah.
Talking about equipment, have you treated yourself to a Black Friday deal yet, Ross?
You missed that. Yes,
He hasn't been watching. He's not been watching,
You
has
haven't
he?
been watching.
No.
He weren't even watching us while he was having his tea. No, he wasn't even watching us while he was having his tea.
That's why I knew you were talking about his holiday. Hannah Checkers. Cracking
Hannah-
Corals have got a good deal on them. Sorry, Harcourt Corals.
I think somebody needs to. I think he needs to get binned again, doesn't he? Really.
You said you're missing me a minute ago. Oh, no,
I
it
was
Darryl.
missing you. I was missing you, and then I realised you've been on for 10 minutes, and then I realised why I'm not missing you anymore.
You disappeared, mate. Don't you worry about that. You'll be crawling back. Don't worry.
Yeah. So Hannah Checker Ross, did you buy one? No.
No, I didn't. No, not yet.
Now's the time, mate. Now's the time. Or
I was going to say that you asked if I was going to treat myself at Christmas. Maybe that might be the treat. I don't know.
Or
Way.
it's not even worth saying, or somebody that's watching it could gift it to you, because I would presume that your missus doesn't watch us.
She might gift me it. Yeah.
There's no way that she's going to find out. She don't watch this.
Out of the joint bank account.
Hey.
Out of the joint bank account, she'll gift it you, mate. Yeah.
Yeah. I got offered some actually recently.
What the Hannahs?
Yeah.
Is it the one?
Yeah. I didn't take it up, but yeah, I will do at some point. There's always people selling them, isn't there?
Yeah. I nearly bought myself a Mastertronic last night, but I missed out. I didn't press buy, and then someone else bought it.
Nearly bought a what?
Mastertronic. So it you know, like the Alcatronic. This one tests all the other parameters: calcium, magnesium, phosphate, nitrate. Does it all with the test kits. So it's quite a nice thing. It's
Right.
just a little bit pricey when you want to do new test kits all the time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, so obviously it's a pointless question asking if anything has changed this week in your reefing hobby, Dave. It's just all been neglected, has it?
Yeah, it's been neglected. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not even cleaning the glass if I'm honest, mate. Hey. Yeah, I probably shouldn't admit it, but like you
Yeah,
said,
but
hobby big part of the hobby, isn't it? You
being
don't.
honest about this hobby is the bit that is the best part of it, because at the end of the day, not everybody. I mean, I only cleaned the glass on this before it went on camera. The glass that's down there is still minging. So it's the little bit of interaction, and sometimes I'll need to get and watch like a different platform to get inspiration of wanting to interact with my fish tank again, because it can be very samey that it's the same thing every day or every week, and then you lose interest. And the only way to get back into the hobby is either to buy a new fish or buy a new coral, but then you're spending money on something. But just moving a little bit of the rock work about, or moving something across the sand bed, gives you a little bit of interaction with your fish tank
Yeah.
that then sparks it off again. I mean, the other night I was watching one of the most boring YouTubers, and it was one of the things that gave me inspiration, that coming back on live streams, doing more stupid videos during the week, gives me inspiration to give back to the reefing community. This is it. I need to give back to the reefing. You're laughing, Dave. I need to give back to the reefing community.
Okay.
Oh,
Yes, Lee.
So other than getting rid of the cat, how do you stop a cat jumping on your tank?
barbed wire.
Because this is Groundhog Day for me. Every day do I come home from work and the glasses have been knocked off the top of my light where I keep them, the orange glasses, and there's splash marks all down the glass. So I clean my glass every day, inside and out, because the cat jumps on, scares the fish, the fish splash water out the tank, and it's a right old mess by the time I come home.
A bad earth on your hanging light, so when the cat touches it, it knows about it.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Oh yeah. Yes. Right. So obviously, we've now got John Wright in our group chat, which is on the chat, and obviously, John in the. Do you know who John is, Dave?
No.
No, has not got a clue. Ross, do you actually know who John is?
No.
No, hasn't got a clue. Because what I've done is I've taken random strangers and put them together because it was my ego that wanted to go on a live stream. And they're doing not too bad at the moment, because obviously occasionally they'll turn up. They're being honest and they get along really well in the background. And that was my whole point of doing this. So I'll tell you, John is now interacting with 2 YouTube platforms. He's interacting with ours, and he's also interacting with the big boys. Now, the big boys were all famous before they went on a live stream. And obviously, it's a very good live stream. I've watched it. They have a little bit of banter. They have a little bit of chatter and things like that. So he's now interacting with 2. And we've got to say thank you that he's even spending a little bit of time with us. Because if it was actually up to me, I'd potentially be watching somebody else's live stream as well, because we're still practicing, and the little bit of we ain't got a clue what we're doing. We're making this up as we go along, but we're enjoying doing it. We've got 2 or 3 viewers, and I'm happy with 2 or 3 viewers. Whereas I nearly even said a rival platform then. They have hundreds of people that watch them because it's a very good platform. But the whole point of my timing was I finish in the shop, I come home, I get a beer. I don't want to hang about waiting for an hour. I mean, really, watch them on a Sunday and then watch us on a Friday. Job done. No problems. And if, John, if you're daring, bring some of their viewers with you. That'd be novel, wouldn't it? But anyway. So we're about finished, boys. Is there anything that we've missed this week? Obviously, a topic would be one thing that we've missed. The timing of being on at 7 o'clock is another thing that we've missed.
The 4 minutes before 7 o'clock, that would have been a bit nicer beforehand, but
So, the best way for me to explain it is it's been 7 o'clock for the last 7 months. The timing hasn't changed.
Who actually confirmed that we were coming on tonight?
It was in the group chat. Or are you not are you not following the group chat anymore?
Might be a little bit looking over it, but
Okay. So next week, 7 o'clock. We're definitely here next week.
At 7 o'clock.
Oh, right. Done a Friday night stream for 4 years. Was that the same Friday night live stream, or was that because I actually only know the other live stream for about a year? So, right, I know that you're going to our rivals, but have they been going for 4 years? Because if they have, and we're only 7 months in, I'm actually, I'd take that all day long. That we've got YouTube famous in our comments, and they've been going for 4 years, and we've been making it up for 6 months. I'll take that as a win. I'll take that as a win all day long. Next week, Ross, and the little bit of editing that Ross needs to do is the name above at the bottom. He needs to change that for next week, I think.
I nearly did it tonight, actually, but I thought, nah, can't be asked. It's not that important to me.
It is, though. It is. It is. It's just proving that you're a diva.
Okay, I'll change it next week.
Good answer. Good answer. Right, so I'm actually going to cut it off tonight at 55 minutes, well, 54 minutes and a bit. So John can go and chitter-chatter with the professionals. And we may see him next week, we may not. Right. Ta-ta bye, boys. Are we having a sign off?
See you later.
Ciao.